Join us at the Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino with the #1 gaming experience and entertainment. The Pahrump Nugget has the #1 dining experience at Stockman Steakhouse, Golden Harvest Cafe, and the Gold Miners Buffet. Come get your game on at the Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino.
Today's news is brought to you in part by Dr. George Leeks, Pahrump's optometrist since 1990, offering full-spectrum eye care for children and adults. Call today, 727-8300.
People love their pets, so when you're away from home, you want to find someone who cares to watch them. Here's today's Angie's List report regarding pet sitters.
For many of us, we take time off and travel for the holidays to visit family and friends. But what happens if you can't take your pets along on your journey? In today's Angie's List report, how a pet sitter can help. For Peter and Erin Rusthoven, hiring a pet sitter to come into their home and check on their 3 dogs daily gives them peace of mind that their pets are being well cared for while they are away.
Because in addition to her obviously caring for the dogs, she's also taking a look at the house, bringing in our mail, watering plants, those types of things.
Plus they love her.
They do love her.
So we do a quick walk around outside the house. We make sure gates are closed if we have yard play scheduled with the dogs. We check and make sure windows and doors look secure. Part of our training program is teaching our staff what to look for that something might be out of place.
In a recent Angie's List poll, 80% of the respondents have pets in their family, and it can be a big decision as to who's going to care for your pet when you're going to be traveling. Are you going to board your pet? Are you going to have a pet sitter? The nice thing about a pet sitter is your pet gets to be in its own environment, and also you get someone who's checking in on your house for security reasons and in case something goes wrong, like a busted pipe.
The client had just had a kitchen remodel done and had a built-in ice maker put into the island. The ice maker developed a leak inside the cabinetry of the island, so it wasn't noticeable in the kitchen itself, but a drip began through the ceiling of the floor beneath them, and we caught that fairly quickly, so the damage was limited. But had we not been there, it would have caused a lot of damage as it was, and it was an expensive repair already, but it took out a lot of the ceiling below, and some of the structure was starting to get wet and molded in just the 24 hours between our visits.
Most professional sitters charge between $15 and $50 per visit, depending on the distance traveled, length of the visit, and duties required. Visits can range from as little as 20 or 30 minutes to staying in the house overnight.
When hiring a pet sitter, first and foremost, you want to know how they get along with your pet. Have them over to your home, watch them interact with your pet, and see how they do. Also, because they're going to be in your home and you're entrusting your pet with them, you want to make sure they're reputable. So be sure that you're actually interviewing the person who's going to be taking care of your pet, and also be sure that they're insured and bonded.
I think cats especially do much better, I think, being at home in their environment where they are definitely going to be most comfortable. Cats tend to bond very closely to their territories and can be stressed quite a bit when they have to leave home, even for routine vet visits. So taking them out of their environment can be difficult for cats.
Angie's List says before hiring, understand the services the provider will provide, including frequency of visits, and clearly communicate your pet's needs. A professional sitter should have an emergency protocol in case of an emergency with your home or pet. I'm Noah Began for News 46.
Thanks so much, Noah. How'd you know I was looking for a pet sitter? Everyone here at KPVM TV would like to wish someone very special happy birthday. Happy birthday to our own Director of Production and News Anchor, Jason Koglins.
Guess what, everybody? It's Jason's birthday! There's a lot of candles on this cake, I'm just saying.
Blow it out before you before it's
melts. So, Jason, I know you thought we all forgot it was your birthday, but Deanna wouldn't let us.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So we just want to say, in song we want to say, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jason. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
Now blow it out before we
Okay,
have a wax
no
cake.
spit now.
Oh, yeah.
Make a wish. Make a wish. You can't wish that there's no wax on
Hurry
the
up,
cake
I'm
now,
hungry.
but make a wish.
I wish for world peace.
That's so funny. His candles on his cake blurred out the camera there. So we want to thank, of course, Symphony Restaurant in the Winery and Draft Picks, Lorraine Russo-Harper, and of course, Rhonda Van Winkle and everybody for making Jason's birthday so very special. And here's Angela Miles with today's First Business Brief.
This is the First Business Brief for Friday, November 15th. I'm Angela Miles. Now that union workers at Boeing have strongly rejected a labor contract, the jet maker is searching for a new site to build its 777X outside of Seattle. The union issued a statement saying, "We've held on to our pensions, and that's big." Boeing rebutted, "We are very disappointed in the outcome of the union vote." Overseas, the Eurozone economy is yet to hit its stride. GDP grew just 0.1% in the second quarter as output slowed in Germany and declined in France. However, Ireland plans to exit from its 3-year bailout program next month. And Lululemon stock is sagging following an analyst downgrade. Lululemon CEO Chip Wilson recently blamed some women's bodies for the pants see-through quality issue. Wilson later apologized. The stock was downgraded and it fell sharply yesterday. That's the First Business Brief. I'm Angela Miles.
Stay tuned. When we come back from this break, we'll have your weather with Noah Began.
News 46 weather is brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body.
Hello and welcome back to News 46. Today is Friday, November 15th. For today's weather, we had sunny skies with a high of 69 degrees and an average temperature of 67 degrees. Winds are coming from the northwest at 5 miles per hour with gusts up to 11 miles per hour. The UV index today is 4, which is moderate. Humidity is at 18%. Sunrise is at 6:21 a.m. and the record high in 1981 was 82 degrees. Tonight we have mostly clear skies with a low of 37 degrees and an average temperature of 47 degrees. Winds will be coming from the north at 3 miles per hour with gusts up to 7 miles per hour. Humidity will be at 42%. Sunset was at 4:35 p.m. and the record low in 1938 was 24 degrees. Tomorrow we have partly cloudy skies with a high of 67 degrees and a low of 37 degrees. Winds will be coming from the south-southwest at 6 miles per hour with gusts up to 11 miles per hour. Humidity will be at 32%. Sunrise will be at 6:22 a.m. and the UV index will be 3, which is moderate. For our 7-day forecast, we have some clouds tomorrow and then again on Tuesday through Thursday. Other than that, a sunny week. Your high temperatures will be ranging from the high 60s to the low 70s, and your low temperatures will be ranging from the high 30s to the mid 40s.
Thanks so much, Noah. Noah's running a fever today and still happened to make it in here, and he says he's working feverishly. Well, News 46 caught up with the organizers of the Women's Veterans Recognition Day and one special female veteran who was part of the ceremony, which occurred Saturday at the Veterans Memorial at the Chief Tacopa Cemetery.
I had a lot of fun. Our humor was always there, and this is what comes out of it. You know, we were, and it wouldn't come out as good as this, but we had a lot of fun.
Oh, absolutely. There was a lot of challenges with this. There was a lot of research behind it, but the thing is, we've done our homework. It came out awesome, and wow, the results are here.
You know, women have never been recognized before, and there's a lot of good women that done a lot of things in the military. I happen to be a company gunnery sergeant, and I had about 40 women working for me, and they were awesome. I mean, you know, do this, do that, and it was done. So I have a lot of respect for them, and they deserve a day like this. And one of the things, too, is that what we would like to express, too, is that the town of Pahrump was 100% behind us. Yeah. We had a lot of support from them. The town manager, Mr. Matt Lewis, you know, he got all these chairs down. He got everything. They were just awesome.
Awesome, yes.
And you know, it all of us got it together, and we're here.
They've dedicated this to the veterans, which is awesome. And story has it that the sidewalk that we're standing on, if you fly over, is in the shape of a B-52 bomber.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
Yes, so Bruce knows some of these things, he told us. And over there, you can now, as a veteran, be buried right here in Pahrump. And your urn with ashes can be put here also, which we didn't have available before.
Let's talk about your time in the military.
It was great time. In fact, I probably was too young. I should have stayed in. I think I kind of had it in. Well, when I went in, I was in the Women's Army Corps, a WAC. They call them WAC. For Navy, it was WAVES, and for Air Force, it was WAFs. But anyway, while I was in, I went in 1974 during the Vietnam era. And while I was in, they got rid of Women's Army Corps, all of them. And so I became an Army personnel. Just an Army serviceman or person. Well, one of the things I had to sign was a waiver saying that that I had to do all the things that a serviceman would have to do, and I'd already qualified as expert and all that. And I was in state of Washington, Fort Lewis, Washington, and it was muddy and rainy all the time. So I thought, I'm not going to sign this waiver that says I have to shoot every 3 months because it's always yucky. So I didn't sign it, right? So thinking, I got out of it. So they made me safety monitor, and I was stuck there all day in the mud and the rain. So the only thing I did learn is think about something before you did it, and that they were smarter than me.
Is there anything that you would like to say to the women out there, especially on this Veterans Day coming up?
Thank you to all of you from way back, from when you had to dress like a man to get in. I can't tell you, thank you. It was not always the cool thing. There was actually a time when I was in the service when people booed me. And then nowadays it's wonderful, and the people only just always remember they do it to protect their country.
Thank you once again to all of our veterans. That one right there, I'm a little biased about. She's my cousin. Open Arms Counseling LLC will be hosting a community clothing giveaway on the third Saturday of each month, with November's occurring tomorrow, November 16th, from 9 a.m. till 2 p.m. All community members are welcome to receive free clothing. They're also accepting donations of clean, gently used clothing and shoes. They're located at 1017 East Basin, Suite 3, across from Petrick Park, next door to Children's Dentistry. For more information, you can give them a call, 751-0444. The Pahrump Senior Center is having a pancake breakfast for the entire community to attend. It starts at 8 a.m. tomorrow and lasts until 11 a.m. The fee, which benefits the Senior Center, is $5 for adults and $3 for children. They're located at 1370 West Basin, right past Linda Street on the right-hand side. And once again, that will be tomorrow morning beginning at 8 a.m. That's going to do it for this edition of News 46. I want to say once again, happy birthday to Jason Koblenz, and happy birthday also to my dad. We'll see you again here tomorrow night. Good night, Pahrump.